What's up, baseball fanatics? The 2025 MLB season has officially begun. And it started with a bang, literally and figuratively, as the Los Angeles Dodgers swept the Chicago Cubs in a two-game series right in the heart of Tokyo. If this series was a movie, it would be a blockbuster filled with drama, excitement, and a healthy dose of, wait, did that just happen? Game 2 was the main event we're diving into today. A 6-3 victory for the Dodgers that sealed the sweep. But this wasn't just any ordinary win. This game featured the highly anticipated MLB debut of Japanese pitching sensation Roki Sasaki and the first home run in Dodger blue for none other than Shohei Ohtani. A homer that came with a side of spicy controversy. Let's start with the man of the hour, Roki Sasaki. The Dodgers made a huge splash in the offseason by bringing this young phenom over from Japan. And the hype surrounding his debut was absolutely electric. The atmosphere in the Tokyo Dome was buzzing with anticipation every time he stepped onto the mound. And boy, did he bring the heat. Sasaki was hitting triple digits on the radar gun right out of the gate in the first inning. His fastball was consistently around 98 to 101 miles per hour. That's the kind of velocity that makes hitters feel like they're trying to hit a golf ball with a toothpick. However, while the raw power was undeniable, Sasaki's command was, well, let's just say it was a bit of a roller coaster. He only lasted 3 innings. And honestly, he was probably counting his lucky stars that he only allowed 1 run. He walked a whopping 5 Cubs batters and only managed 3 strikeouts. Out of his 56 pitches, only 25 were strikes. That's a strike rate that would make even the most patient pitching coach raise an eyebrow. It wasn't all bad for Sasaki, though. He showed flashes of that dominant stuff that made him such a coveted prospect. He got his first MLB strikeout. And even when he got into a bases-loaded jam in the 3rd inning after walking 3 straight batters, he managed to buckle down and strike out the next 2 hitters to limit the damage. You could see the emotion on his face after getting out of that inning. A mix of relief and maybe a little bit of, welcome to the big leagues, kid. It was a debut that definitely had its ups and downs, showcasing his incredible potential but also highlighting the adjustments he'll need to make at the MLB level. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the moment everyone in Japan, and probably a good chunk of the baseball world, was waiting for: Shohei Ohtani's first home run as a Los Angeles Dodger. It came in the 5th inning off Cubs starter Justin Steele, and the sound that erupted from the Tokyo Dome was absolutely deafening. The crowd went wild as Ohtani watched the ball sail into the right center field seats. It was the kind of moment that makes you understand the global appeal of this superstar. But of course, in true baseball fashion, there had to be a little bit of drama. As the ball approached the stands, it appeared that a fan might have reached over the railing and interfered with it. The ball ended up back on the field, and the Cubs' right fielder, Kyle Tucker, immediately signaled for fan interference. Manager Craig Counsell came out to argue, and the play went under review. After a few tense moments, the umpires upheld the call, ruling it a home run. Now, this decision has definitely sparked some debate online. Some fans believe it should have been ruled fan interference, which would have likely resulted in a ground rule double. Others argue that the ball had already cleared the fence and the fan's touch didn't change the outcome. It's one of those bang-bang plays that's going to be debated for a while. What do you think? Was it a homer or should it have been fan interference? Let us know in the comments. Aside from the star power of Sasaki and Ohtani, there were other key moments in the game. The Dodgers' offense got to Cubs starter Justin Steele early, scoring 2 runs in the 2nd inning thanks to a passed ball and a sacrifice fly by Kike Hernandez. Then, in the 3rd, Tommy Edman, who might not be the first name you think of when you think power hitter, launched the first home run of the entire 2025 MLB season. That's a trivia question you can bust out at your next baseball gathering. The Dodgers added 2 more runs in the 5th, including Ohtani's homer, to take a commanding 6-1 lead. But the Cubs weren't ready to go down without a fight. They mounted a 2-out threat in the bottom of the 9th inning, with Kyle Tucker hitting a double and Justin Turner drawing a walk. Matt Shaw then hit a sharp grounder to shortstop. But Miguel Rojas made a fantastic play, showing off his slick fielding skills to end the game and secure the sweep for the Dodgers. Cubs starter Justin Steele ended up lasting 4 innings, allowing 5 hits, 5 runs, and 2 home runs while striking out 5. He's expected to be a key part of the Cubs' rotation this season, so they'll be hoping for better outings from him moving forward. It's also worth noting that the Dodgers were missing a couple of their MVPs in this series. Mookie Betts was out due to illness, and Freddie Freeman was dealing with some rib discomfort. Freeman had said he was hopeful to play in Wednesday's game, but the Dodgers decided to be cautious and give him another day to rest. They'll definitely want those two back in the lineup as soon as possible. So, the Dodgers head back to spring training with a perfect 2-0 record, while the Cubs will be looking to bounce back when the regular season kicks off stateside. For both teams, it's back to Arizona and Florida for 7 more days of spring training before the domestic opening day on March 27, where 28 of the 30 MLB teams will be in action. The Rays and Rockies will start their seasons the following day. This Tokyo series was a fantastic way to start the 2025 MLB season, giving fans a taste of international baseball and showcasing some of the game's biggest stars. What were your biggest takeaways from this series? Were you impressed by Roki Sasaki's debut despite the shaky command? What did you think of the controversial home run call for Shohei Ohtani? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more baseball news, highlights, and analysis throughout the season. We'll be covering all the big stories, so stay tuned. What's up, baseball fanatics? The Dodgers have officially wrapped up their trip to Tokyo in style, completing a 2-game sweep of the Chicago Cubs with a 6-3 victory in the second game of the series. There was a ton of excitement surrounding this one, especially with the highly anticipated MLB debut of Dodgers rookie phenom Roki Sasaki. Sasaki took the mound for the Dodgers, and the hype was real. He came out firing, hitting triple digits on the radar gun in the very first inning. However, his command was a little shaky in his debut. Sasaki ended up pitching 3 innings, allowing just 1 run, but he also walked 5 Cubs batters while striking out 3. He only threw 25 of his 56 pitches for strikes. So definitely some things to work on. But what an experience for the young star. Meanwhile, the Dodgers offense got to Cubs starter Justin Steele early. They scored 2 runs in the second inning thanks to a passed ball and a sacrifice fly from Kike Hernandez. Then, in the third inning, Tommy Edman launched the Dodgers' first home run of the season. But the big talking point on offense was Shohei Ohtani's home run in the 5th inning. Ohtani absolutely crushed a ball, but there was some controversy as it appeared a fan might have interfered with it before it went back onto the field. The play was reviewed by the umpires, and ultimately, the home run call was upheld. It's Ohtani's first homer of the season. And what a moment in front of his home fans. The Cubs tried to mount a comeback in the bottom of the 9th, getting 2 runners on with 2 outs. But Dodgers shortstop Miguel Rojas made a slick play on a sharp grounder to end the game and secure the sweep for Los Angeles. It's worth noting that the Dodgers were still without their MVPs. Mookie Betts, who's still battling that illness, and Freddie Freeman, who's dealing with rib discomfort. Freeman had said there was a good chance he'd be back in the lineup, but the team decided to play it safe. So, the Dodgers head back to spring training with a perfect 2-0 start to the season after sweeping the Cubs in the Tokyo series. What a way to kick off their title defense. Now, both teams will head back to the States to finish up spring training before the domestic opening day on March 27. What were your biggest takeaways from the Tokyo series? Let us know in the comments below.